In a quaint little town nestled between ancient, towering forests, stood a house that had long been abandoned. The locals spoke of it in hushed tones, warning children to stay away and daring only the bravest to venture near. It was the Hawkins house, named after the family that had mysteriously vanished 50 years ago. One rainy evening, a curious young man named Daniel, new to the town and skeptical of ghost stories, decided to explore the Hawkins house. Armed with only a flashlight and a sense of adventure, he made his way through the overgrown garden and pushed open the creaky front door. The air inside was thick with dust and the scent of decay. Daniel began his exploration, his footsteps echoing through the empty rooms. As he reached the living room, he noticed an old portrait of the Hawkins family hanging above the fireplace. The eyes of the family members seemed to follow him, their expressions unnervingly lifelike. Shaking off the eerie feeling, he continued his search. In the upstairs hallway, Daniel found a small, ornate door that led to the attic. The moment he stepped inside, the temperature plummeted, and an unsettling silence enveloped him. He swept his flashlight across the room, illuminating old furniture draped in white sheets and boxes filled with forgotten trinkets. As he moved deeper into the attic, Daniel heard a faint whisper. He froze, straining to listen. The whispering grew louder, more insistent, but he couldn't understand the words. His heart pounded in his chest as he followed the sound to a corner of the attic where an old tattered trunk sat. The whispers seemed to be coming from within. With trembling hands, Daniel opened the trunk. Inside, he found a collection of dusty, yellowed letters. He picked one up and began to read. The letter was addressed to the Hawkins family, dated the day before their disappearance. It spoke of a curse placed upon the house by a wronged servant, a curse that would doom anyone who dared to enter. Suddenly, the attic door slammed shut. Daniel's flashlight flickered and died, plunging him into darkness. The whispers grew louder, now all around him, filling his ears with a cacophony of voices. He felt a cold breath on his neck, and a hand seemed to brush against his arm. Panicking, Daniel stumbled towards the attic door, but it wouldn't budge. The whispers turned into shrieks, the voices of the Hawkins family begging for release from their eternal torment. In the pitch black, he felt unseen hands clawing at him, pulling him back towards the trunk. With a surge of adrenaline, Daniel kicked the door open and tumbled down the stairs. He bolted out of the house, never looking back, the screams of the Hawkins family echoing in his ears. He fled the town that night, vowing never to speak of what he had encountered. The Hawkins house remains abandoned, its secrets locked within its walls, waiting for the next curious soul to uncover them. The locals continue to warn their children, and the house stands as a silent sentinel, a reminder of the horrors that dwell just beyond the threshold.